Hey everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you, and yes, even you. Good morning, everybody, good morning. Good morning, everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to everybody. Guys, I'm actually just chiming in. I'm actually doing some invites. This is the first time I ever did this. Didn't even really recognize that this function was available. Go figure. Technology is so awesome, isn't it? But guys, I just want to talk to you about something that's so primarily important to most of us, or if not all of us. Please understand this, that Facebook is awesome, right? It is an awesome platform to be on. And a lot of us, we actually misuse this platform. Yes, we do. We forget that different people are actually using Facebook for different reasons, aren't we? We actually are using it for different reasons. And I will explain to you about my reason why I use Facebook. I actually use Facebook to get my face out there, to be noticed, to be recognized, to form a relationship where you could see my personality, you could see who I am, actually get a feel for who I am based on the information that I give you, based on how I smile at you. My quirkiness may come out, but I want to just kind of recap a little bit on Facebook etiquette on a Facebook Live that I did last night. Last night was talking about chain letters, about tagging people on their profiles, on their timelines. So here's the thing, it's an etiquette. See, I know we're all happy and we're excited, like, oh my God, like I just want to tag this person. But I'm going to start with the chain letters, okay? I'm going to try to be in order here. So here's the thing, guys, that with chain letters, what you need to keep in mind, you really truly do need to keep in mind, who is the source? It's like the news. When you look at a broadcast on the news, you always know, or the person who's actually giving the commentary actually tells you where this actual information came from. Well, they said on news today from such and such and such, this information. I have to say that that information is always 110% accurate or true, but they at least give you a source. Now, when it comes to these chain letters, you have to understand that some of these chain letters contain viruses. You didn't know that, did you? They actually contain viruses. You have to be very careful who you're forwarding all these chain letters to. Look on Snopes.com, SNOPES.com, and check the source. When someone sends you a chain letter, because I got a chain letter someone sent me recently, and prior to that I had received that same chain letter like months and months and months ago. And some chain letters are asking for prayers. They're asking for prayer for this person, for this child died, this child had surgery, please pray for them. But understand that that person could have been healed like eons ago. Be careful of chain letters, okay? Please don't forward me any chain letters. I don't send them out because I did get a virus in my computer before, so I don't forward anything. Now, what I may do based on the information in the chain letter, I may even advise you to put it on your timeline. Or if there's something I think that's so vital, I may touch base on it in a Facebook Live video. So be careful of your chain letters, okay? They're floating around, and they've been floating around. And just mind you, notice that they're going from person to person. In Facebook Live, there's literally like over 2 billion users on Facebook. Just imagine if half of those people were actually being received or sending out these chain letters to somebody, and just imagine if one or more of them contained a virus. Okay, there's a lot of cyber activity that's going on the internet, so that doesn't exclude Facebook, right? You have to know that hackers are hacking in through your accounts to gain vital information to send to other people for their own financial gain. Okay, so you have to be very careful, and you also have to be careful nowadays so vitally so. Nowadays, I was listening to a friend of mine's a piece that she had did about cell phones and the charging stations. You know, you have to be careful where you're charging your phones. Now, if you don't have your own cord, I would advise you to always, when you're out and about, if you can actually think about it at all times, bring your own cord, bring your own battery cell with you, because you don't know how they're actually hacking information to get through to your telephone. And because you are a cell phone user, it routes to an account, right? So this account has your name, it has your address, it may have a social security number, right? So people are doing very devious and undermining and undermining and evil things. So be very careful about your cell phones out there, where you plugging them at. Okay, another thing I want to talk about, I talked about the chain letters, talk about tagging. And this is Facebook etiquette. When you're tagging an individual, and I didn't even know about what tagging was like a very long time ago, but I learned how to do it because I didn't know. You would get pictures. Have you ever got pictures on your timeline from a friend's timeline? That's called tagging. So what you can actually do when you have this photo, you basically type their name in and it goes to their timeline. But understand that everybody does not want your information on their timeline. So the best etiquette to use is actually send it to their messenger, because this way it's a very private thing. See, a lot of us who are building businesses, or we selling a product or a service on Facebook, we're actually working for that company, or we're the representation of that company, or ourselves in most cases. And now you're sending information on my timeline. So when people are looking at my timeline, they're looking at your information. Have you ever had a person who actually, tag you, look at my service, look at my product, and they put it on your timeline? Or they may have said, well, we're having a party, we're about to have a sale, we're about to do this, and they tag you. Well, that's a form of advertising, free advertising for them as well. I don't want my timeline used as a platform for your advertising unless I have literally given you permission to do so, because I am actually building my page. I'm building my page for my own needs, okay? My needs being that I want people to know who I am, to recognize, to learn, to trust who I am. And there may be information that you put on my timeline that says something about me, because see what they say, birds of a feather, in cases, you flock together, your association, sometimes it could taint who you are in a person's perception of how they want to see you. Like, what is that? Like someone put, I was looking at my niece's timeline, and she had a request came through, and it actually said that, you know how it's a friend request, right? And you know how a lot of these profiles are being duplicated. Like, I didn't send it to you. Someone else sent a request with my face, right? So I looked at her timeline. I'm just really like, wait a minute. I know we've been friends like from the dawn of time, okay? So I don't know why she would send something. Maybe did she erase her account, and maybe she just wanted to send me another. So let me take a look, right? So I took a look at her timeline, and I'm looking at her. I mean, it was like literally a whole full timeline of this person who tagged her with 20, 30, 50 other individuals. And they're saying things about, not going to go into detail about what it was, but it was some information that I would not want someone to put on my timeline. If you want me to know something about you or what cause you're part of, invite me to look at your page. Invite me to look on your timeline. So now I'm looking at her timeline, and it's making me question her. Not saying I'm not judging her. I'm not putting her down, but it's actually allowing me to see her in a different light. Like, what type of mindset do you have that you're allowing this person to actually just post? I mean, they were literally like just posting down the time, not one post, but it was going down the timeline. And there was a lot of information on there that was graphic. And when I say graphic, not in the sense of the word sexual, but graphic, where you like, you know what? I don't want to see that. Like, what in the Sam Hill is this? Okay, so if you want people to have pictures of you or something, send it as a message. Normally, if you say you tag me, so let me make a disclaimer. Let me be very clear in what I'm saying. Say if I was at a party, and I had a party here at the house, right? And it was just a lot of friends and family here. And someone took pictures. They took pictures, right? And so now they tagged me on the timeline because they like, I want to send these pictures out and let Susie and Kathy and Mary and Lisa and, Johnny see the photos. And everybody's in the photos, how much fun we had and the good time that we had, right? That's different because that's an event that I actually was at. And it was my event. And these are my friends, my personal friends, and my personal family, right? It is not me being at a networking event, at some type of gala event where, you just sending all these pictures of all these different people and I don't know them, or maybe I don't really care for them, or, I didn't get in a social circle with them. I don't want them like flashed on my timeline. I literally do not. I just don't. So another thing I want to explain to you. Hi, Ramona, just share your video. Another thing that I want to share with you is this. When it comes to you actually marketing, or maybe you're trying to tell a story on Facebook Live. Some of us use Facebook Live because it's in real time, right? And some people, what they do is on their pages, on their profile, they may have a YouTube channel. Hey, Ramona, beloved, mwah, kisses to you. They may have videos on a YouTube channel, right? Understand this, when you are marketing a service or you're presenting some very vital, I'm not talking about like, yay, we went to the party, we had a good time, yay, woo! I mean something that's vital, that's going to help you the consumer, or help you the business owner in life and in your business. You need to have a quiet background. It's like I'm giving you this information right now. I'm expressing to you the importance of chain letters, of viruses. I'm talking about how you can get viruses through your